Good afternoon, traders. What is going on? It's Monday, November 30th, 3 p.m. Lots to discuss in terms of Bitcoin. Price is currently at 19,000, almost $500. Today's analysis, I'm going to be discussing the local price action as well as the bigger price action that's happening in Bitcoin. We're going to go over altcoins as well, so stay tuned to the end of the video. My goal today is to give you a 10 to 15-minute analysis of exactly what I see personally happening in the crypto space and where the most lucrative trades are in the crypto arena right now, and exactly how I see price action shaping up and why I believe that all-time high is not even going to be resistance and why we're going to just slice through it like it's nothing. So lots to discuss today, so let's get to it. First things first, let's discuss BTC on the 1 hour time frame. This is a key level right here, 19,287. This is a level that we've been watching for several weeks. The first time that we came to it over here on 24th November, we came to it, dropped a little bit, double topped, took out some liquidity above, and then boom, sold off. This is around the area where everybody and their mother started calling for 15,000 and 14,000, while our community was actually averaging on the way down, and we actually bought somewhere near the bottom around 16.5 and 16.6 in Bitcoin long positions. Again, if you're not part of the Advantage membership, you can go to our website right now, thealphatrades.com, hit the products page, buy the subscription right here. And that will give you access to all the locked channels right here in our private Discord. Okay. Additionally, we have a special deal going on where if you buy this technical analysis course, it's only $20 right now. If you buy that technical analysis course, you will get 7 days free in the Advantage membership as well with the purchase of this course. So come join, because there is still the bull run that is remaining to the upside, which I personally believe will hit our higher targets. So let's get to it, right? Let's analyze the market and let's see what's going on. First things first, BTC has once again, like I said, reclaimed this 19,287 level. And just to recap, we went long somewhere down here, we cut a little bit up here, and then we once again went long somewhere up here on the retest. So what I'm looking at in terms of price action right now is I personally don't see this area being resistance, this 19,900 or 20,000 level. I think we're just going to break right through it. And this consolidation period that we're seeing right now is probably just a small consolidation period before we start pushing up higher through the rest of the week. Now, it's possible that we have some untested levels below us. For example, we have these levels below, which are the weekly opens, right? This weekly that just opened just yesterday, last night. It's possible that we come retest this level down here and then maybe we make our way back up. But again, I don't think it's necessary that we have to do that, okay? Because here's the thing, right? If you're looking at price action right now, it has been so supremely bullish that any retracement has been getting bought up very, very violently. And that's because there are so many bulls stepping into the market and defending the positions, not only from the future standpoint, but from the spot standpoint, which is exchanges like Coinbase and Bitstamp and Kraken, Gemini. All these exchanges are in fact seeing good volume surge in and good buyers step up to the plate. So in our indicator, this is our proprietary indicator, we had a nice swing bull position right here to enter and go long right around $17,900 or so. And so far as you can see, we have not had a sell signal yet. Okay. So personally, I believe that Bitcoin will probably push higher, especially due to the fact that we are nicely consolidating right around this 19,287 level. Now you're probably wondering what the hell is so important about this level. Well, let me show you. Let's go back on the weekly time frame and let's review. Okay. Here is the 2017 high that we had of close to $20,000, where these two weekly candles opened and closed, right? These two that you see. See, that level is 19,287. And you could see we are just doing our best to try to breach that level and hold above it. Now, of course, this is pretty early in the week, so anything can happen. For all I know, this candle could be way the hell down here by the end of the week. But it's also possible that this candle could be way the hell up here around 21,000 or 22,000 by the end of the week. What I personally am seeing in the market is that there is a very strong resilience by the bulls to keep bidding the price, especially on spot and futures, and keep pushing the momentum upward. Now, if we're looking for targets specifically in terms of Bitcoin to keep pushing higher, here's one of my targets, 20,530. Why? Because this was the previous range that we were in. If you guys remember from my previous videos, I drawn this range from November 17th, right here. And then we rolled over to the downside, and then we pushed higher right here over the weekend. So the fact that we're pushing through this channel once more, and I mean this channel right here that you see, the top of that channel is right there around $20,500. Now, if you're someone like me who likes to utilize pivots, well, you could do something like this, and you could say, okay, well, we have currently the R1 pivot rejecting us, okay? If we get above this R1 and hold right here, we should be pushing to the R2, which is around $21,300. That would be the next big target if we just start pushing higher. Now, on a daily basis, we have another pivot, okay? So let's discuss that, which is the R4 and the R5 pivots, which are right above us. The R4, again, this is a daily chart, so these are monthly pivots. This one is around $21,300, and this one, R5 right here, is around $23,700. So these are the two big targets, which I know seem a little bit crazy right now, but I promise you, when Bitcoin goes bullish, holy shit, it goes really bullish. Okay, so keep an eye on that as you know, targets above. Now, at the same time, I'm going to go over altcoins real quick. Here's what I still see happening. Okay, dominance is still relatively just basing out right here. Okay, so the fact that it's basing out right there and it's not rolling over to the downside, meaning dominance is not going like this, rolling over, and Bitcoin price action at the same time is not, you know, kind of bleeding sideways or, you know, rolling to the downside. Well, that's telling me that Bitcoin quite likely is ready for another run in terms of price to the upside and possibly even in terms of dominance. So what does that mean for altcoins? Well, most altcoins, especially coins like Link and Ethereum and YFI, I think their ceilings are capped. Okay, their ceilings are capped in a sense that even if they run up, it's going to be kind of hard for them to break through their local highs that they have right over here. This is Link's, you know, resistance block, right, before it rolled over to the downside. That's anywhere between $15 and let's just say close to 15 and 16. Link is going to be capped in terms of a ceiling once it gets up towards that area. But guess what? Okay, Bitcoin basically has no resistance above 20,000. And technically, I don't even believe 20,000 is a resistance because there's very little traded price action from 2017. So there's very little traded price action, and you know, most of the traders right now that I'm looking across the space, and even, you know, bigger institutions and hedge funds who are trading Bitcoin, I don't think they're looking at Bitcoin and thinking, all right, guys, we all have to sell at 20,000. That's not what I'm thinking, and I know for sure that's not what they're thinking. Because here's the thing, when there are bigger hedge funds and institutions in the market, their cost basis is much, much lower. They probably accumulate some down here, possibly some in this area, and especially some on this retest. So they're not just thinking that, all right, you know, we're just going to sell this right at the 20,000 high. See, when bigger institutions and hedge funds get into the market, they have to sell in chunks and layers across a larger time frame and across a wide price range. So they might be selling all in this entire price range for several weeks or several months. And then maybe it's possible that Bitcoin rolls to the downside. This is why I've been so vehemently against shorting Bitcoin, because it's almost a fool's errand to be shorting Bitcoin and thinking that you're going to at some point catch the top and be able to, you know, take that trade to the downside, because the momentum, volume, and the bidding in Bitcoin is so strong that it just didn't make any sense to me. So overall, we have not really taken a single short for several months now. And we've just been perpetually just buying pullbacks and going long. And that has been tremendous for our community, which over here, you know, again, we're long in, not only in Bitcoin, but many other altcoins. And we've been tremendously happy with that. So I spoke about the targets in Bitcoin, and I do believe that Bitcoin dominance is probably going to range, possibly push up a little bit, and that may not bode so well for coins like Link or Ethereum or Wi-Fi. We'll cover those in a second, but Link might be capped somewhere between 15 and 16. Now, here's the thing. I still have a position in Link. Now, if we get above this area, this block right here of resistance, and let's just say we get above 1650. If we get above 1650, do something like this and hold right up here, and we start pushing higher, I'm fairly certain that Link will probably take out this key high over here, okay? Because the biggest resistance right now holding Link back is this area right here. That's it. I mean, once it gets past this high, there's not really a whole lot of traded volume up here either. So once it gets past this high, it's game over. We're going to start pushing much, much higher. But the way I see BTC shaping up, the way I see dominance shaping up, I believe that Link is going to start torching higher levels if we do break out. But that means that Bitcoin needs to calm down. That means that dominance needs to maybe range or break down a little bit more. But for now, the best trade, in my opinion, is Bitcoin. And I'm long in Bitcoin. I have a spot long position in Bitcoin. I have a leverage long position in Bitcoin. And I also have a GBTC position, which I talked to my community about, as you can see right here. And again, I've been averaging in and out of this thing for several years, but even, just this year, I'm already up 73% with my cost basis. So you can see across the board, I'm heavy in Bitcoin. So whenever people tell me that, I'm a bear in Bitcoin or I'm a perpetual bear, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because I've been generally long in Bitcoin for a long time. I might talk about lower price targets, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to not buy at those lower prices. Okay. So anyway, just wanted to make that clear. All right. So we talked about dominance. We talked about Link. Let's talk about ETH, right? Let's get to Ethereum, and I'm going to wrap this analysis up in a couple of minutes. So ETH, I personally think that we're going to, if we break through this area, 618, which is a key SR level, and again, weekly levels, folks, make sure you mark those out in your charts. All these charts are available for my Advantage members in our channel right here, Master Charts. I share all my charts with my community members because this is really the bread and butter of you seeing exactly how I see the market. I am not a financial advisor, so I cannot tell you to buy or sell, but what I can do is show you on a day-to-day basis of exactly how I go about trading the market, okay? I will show you my mistakes. I will show you my winners and losers. I will show you everything that goes through my mind on a daily basis so you can see exactly how it is to be a real life day trader. And I promise you, it's not all, fun and glory. There's a lot of hard work that I put into the community, into the analysis, into the trades that I take. And our Advantage members right here, they get to benefit off my hard work. And rightfully so, because, hey, guess what? They pay for my attention. They pay for having the visibility of seeing exactly how I analyze the markets, right? And I think that is well worth the $97 per month. I mean, imagine $97 per month. You get 2 videos a day. So the video that you're seeing right now, imagine getting this kind of video 2 times a day. And of course, live analysis like you're seeing right here in the Bitcoin analysis section, multiple times a day. Altcoin analysis right here, where we analyze the altcoin markets multiple times a day, or DeFi analysis right here, multiple times a day. So these are all things that we kind of pay attention to in terms of what's happening in the crypto space. So make sure y'all come join, okay? Hit the thumbs up, by the way, folks. I would really appreciate it. All right. So anyway, let's get back to ETH. We talked about this weekly SR level around $618. Personally, I believe that if we break above this, it's pretty much a straight shot all the way towards 750 to 800. I don't really see any reason why Ethereum should stop any lower. It's possible that maybe we even overshoot that level and head towards like $850, $1,000. But probably I would figure the next big cap on price is going to be around $750 to $800. Let's check out Litecoin real quick. All right. Litecoin, I think same thing, right? I was talking to another member. I stated that as long as we stay above this $80 marker or so, $80 to $84, we should be aiming towards this 108, 110 area. And I still believe that to be true because that's really the last big level where if you look across the board, right, it was previous support right here. this was a deviation and then got sold off. And that's the next big target that I would be paying attention to. So if you are looking for, a particular asset that has a pretty solid risk to reward ratio, I probably say Litecoin is, right up there, because if you take a trade right here with the stop just below, say the daily open for today, well, your target is, oops, well, your target is way the heck up here. So that's a 2.71 risk to reward trade on Litecoin. And the reason I talk about the daily low is because generally when markets are very aggressively bullish like this, you don't really see price coming back all the way to the previous open of the current daily candle. So having your stop, in my opinion, below the current daily open is generally a good way of how I go about trading. You can define your own risk however you want, but that's how I would personally do it. Let's jump onto XRP. All right. So XRP, same thing, right? I personally think that if XRP starts to break above this area, chances are it's going to take out this high. And, if it takes out that high, I'm pretty sure it's going to go for the even numbers like $1, $1.25, $1.50. Because, when there's bigger funds, bigger institutions out there trading these assets, they're kind of looking for, big even numbers across the board, because that's generally where a lot of people, human psychology wise, are attracted to. For example, having Litecoin at 25 cents, basing out right here, and then heading all the way to 50 cents, retesting this marker right here, as you can see, 51 cents, which is, obviously 50 cents around that area. That's a key SR level. So if you go from all the way up here, bounce off 50, and then you start heading back up towards $1, well, you could see that's a pretty solid, risk to reward trade. So even same thing in XRP. If you're looking for a trade in XRP, here's what I would do: is I would take this trade, put my stop just below the daily open, and then at least I'll target this marker, or probably the $1 area, which is way up here. So that's a 7.5 risk to reward ratio. Pretty solid in my opinion. Okay. Additionally, you can kind of just wait for XRP to break above this marker and hold. And if it does, then you can start aiming for those targets too. Okay. Again, not investment advice, but that's how I would be trading these assets. And by the way, many of these assets we are currently either in trades in, or we have markers that we're watching. So if you are curious, like I said, join the Advantage membership. Let's cover XLM and a couple more altcoins, and then we'll wrap it up. All right. XLM, I think I spoke about. I'm not really liking the structure of XLM, but I would really like for XLM to get above this level and hold. And then I'd be, feeling a little bit more comfortable longing this thing, because even if you just did like a, fib analysis on this thing, right, from here to here, okay, the extension for XLM would be 1.618. So that's 0.29. So let's just say, if you decide to take a trade right now from here, that's a 45% gain. The 2.618 fib is about 89% gain. Okay, so there's tremendous opportunities, even in the traditional altcoins that we're seeing. Let's check out Wi-Fi, and then I'll wrap it up here. So Wi-Fi, again, this is one of my favorite traded products. We've been analyzing Wi-Fi, and I've been telling our community, Wi-Fi has, in my opinion, one of the better basing structures right here. And so kind of identifying that had been pretty nice for some of our Advantage members who got into this trade. So, even with Wi-Fi, my first target would be 31,950 and then $39,000 right here. And personally, I think both these are going to get broken if we do start ripping up higher, especially if Bitcoin starts breaking towards the all-time high, like tonight or tomorrow. That would be very good. I personally think altcoins like Wi-Fi and Aave and all these different altcoins are probably going to do tremendously well. Okay. Anyway, folks, that's pretty much it for me. I just wanted to do a quick analysis for y'all. I hope y'all enjoy this video. Please hit the thumbs up. I take a lot of time and effort to do these videos. So any appreciation and sharing of our videos will be much greatly appreciated. So come join the Advantage membership right here. Tell a friend about it, tweet about it. Yeah, that's it. Y'all take care, and I will catch up with you soon. Cheers. Have a great time. Enjoying the rest of your week, and enjoy the upcoming bull market. Right, the final bull run, if you will, final stages of the bull run. All right. Cheers, folks.